Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, what's up? My name is Sierra. Welcome to the channel. So as you can see by the title for today's video, I am showing you guys a 5-minute makeup routine. No foundation, all concealer. This is the final result. So if you are a natural makeup kind of girly, you don't like to wear a whole lot of makeup, or if you're looking for a quick little easy makeup routine you can do in the morning to get ready for work or school, or if you're just looking to be a little bit more enhanced without having to do the whole 1-2, this video is for you. So if this sounds like something you are into, just keep on watching. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see more of me, and let's get into the video. Okay, so as always, eyebrows first, and I love to use this NYX brow glue. Ooh, take this little hair tie off. Anyways, this NYX brow glue in the shade dark brown. I love to go in with this. It's just a really quick way to just get your eyebrows together. So I'm just brushing in the product, shaping the brows. And then just gonna repeat that same step on this side. Now, if your eyebrows were done, you could just leave it like this and just keep it moving, but I mean, I cleaned up my eyebrows a little bit, but I don't think they're like snatched. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer and just carve out the brows just to make them look a little bit sharper. And for this, I'm just using a concealer that's pretty close to my skin shade just so I don't look like a highlighted concealed mess. The bottom would be the main thing that you wanted to carve out. It's up to you if you want to carve your eyebrows out in general, but I would definitely say at least to just hit the bottom and just blend it out. I'm gonna do the top two. I'm gonna do it off camera and then I will be right back. Okay, now the eyebrows look a lot better than they did before. All right, let's get into skin prep now. So I'm gonna go in with this eye cream. This is just an e.l.f. eye cream. I'm really not picky when it comes to eye creams because I feel like they all do the same thing, but this is just gonna add a little bit of extra hydration for my under eyes. And this is a step that I do not skip in my 5-minute makeup routine. Since I'm not gonna be doing all the foundation and stuff like that, I wanna make sure that my under eyes are extra hydrated. And then you can prime the rest of your face with whatever you want. I'm just gonna use my Milk Hydro Grip, which I'm like low-key running out of a little bit. And then I'm not putting any of this primer on the under eyes because don't want to mess with the eye cream. I randomly have Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso playing in my head. All right, skin is tacky. Now let's get into the makeup. So no foundation for this 5-minute makeup routine. I do not use foundation, so we are jumping right into powder bronzer. The same bronzer I always use, my Fenty Beauty. And it feels so weird doing this because I just feel like it just seems so wrong to just put bronzer on your face with no foundation, but it's gonna look good. And I'm just putting it in all the same places that I normally would if I was doing a full face. So I'm putting it on my cheekbones, keeping it up here, not down here. We don't want a droopy face. And then just a little bit on the forehead, just a little bit. For liquid blush, you do not have to use liquid blush if you don't want to, but I like a little extra pigment, so I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal liquid blush. This is in the shade Dewy Coral, I think. Yep, wait, Dewy Rich Coral. Just gonna put a couple dots on the high points of my cheeks. Taking the fluffy brush and just blending that out. You really don't need a whole lot of this. That might have been a little too much. Yeah, that was kind of a lot, but it's okay. You're gonna fix that in a minute. Just blending it into the outer corner of my eye. I'm actually gonna take this beauty blender. There's no product on it, but it's just gonna blend out all that extra. Okay, now this is where the coverage is coming in. So we're gonna use a concealer, specifically NARS concealer. I love to use NARS concealer for 5-minute makeup routines. This is the only concealer I use for this. I feel like it's the most natural, creamiest, prettiest finish for this kind of look, since this is going to be like, this is going to act as your foundation kind of, depending on how much of it you want to use. I use a lot of this and I feel like this just looks the most natural on the skin. So with this, you want to use a shade that's pretty identical to your skin shade. So this is in the shade caramel. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna put this in the same areas that I would apply concealer normally, but I'm gonna use a generous amount. So it's gonna cover those under eyes a lot. Oh, I love this concealer so much. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna put some on the forehead. I'm also looking at my mirror over here. I'm not looking at you guys, so sorry about that. Some on the chin, down the nose. Just literally all the same spots. Like even just looking right now, you can kind of see that the concealer is just blending right into my skin, and that's what you want. If you want to look lighter, do a lighter shade, but I don't like the way that looks personally. If I'm not wearing foundation, I don't want to wear a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. I just feel like it doesn't look right, but do you, boo. Do what you want to do. And then the key thing with NARS concealer, you have to let it sit. Otherwise, if you blend it out too fast, it's gonna look sheer and like there's nothing on your face. So we've let it sit for a little bit. Now I'm gonna take a brush, because if you want more coverage, you should use a brush. And I'm just going to start blending this out. Blending that right into the blush like I normally do. And then using that eye cream beforehand, it just makes it look even more radiant. Like you see the glow still coming in. And just blend it out everywhere else. Get that forehead real good. This brush that I'm using too, this is a Morphe brush. This is the M173. I love this brush so much. I'm gonna hit the chin. I'm actually gonna use this little beauty blender for down the nose just to have a little bit more control over where I want the concealer to go. So now we're looking like that. So it's still looking like me. It's looking really natural. I just look a little bit more enhanced, and you can see that there's extra coverage on my face. Okay, now that that's all blended out, I'm taking some translucent powder on a setting puff. A powder puff. And I'm just pressing that into the skin. And we're just setting all the areas that we put the concealer. And then just make sure you're getting in your nose creases really good. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little nasty later on. Okay, I'm gonna set that liquid blush with this Milani blush. Just like that. Okay, so I feel like I lost a little bit of bronzer on my cheekbone, so I'm just gonna go back in with just a little. After this step, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this step, but I'm gonna take some more concealer and I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. It's just gonna make it look extra sharp, and then just a little bit on the cheeks, just so you have that coverage. Okay, right away I'm going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to gently blend. Sorry, I like can't talk during this step. I don't want to lose the structure, so I use a beauty blender for this part just to try to keep that structure in place. And now you can take the brush, or you can keep using the beauty blender, whatever you want, and you can blend out the rest of the concealer. And then we're gonna go back in with that one size powder and just set the concealer. Now I'm gonna take this Tower 28 pressed powder. This is in the shade Hermosa Honey, just to make sure I'm keeping that little golden undertone. And I'm just putting that right on top of that translucent powder. Before I forget, gently contour the nose. Or don't, but this is just what I do. Now I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury spray just to rehydrate my face, melt all the powders. All right, now we're gonna get into mascara. So I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes really quick. Why am I doing this without a mirror? All right, now I'm just gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. You do not have to use this mascara. Use whatever mascara you want. This is just what I'm using. Do you guys just have like a favorite eye? Because I swear when it comes to mascara, my left eye is my favorite. I just feel like the lashes look so much better on this eye. I feel like the mascara just really starts tying the look together. It just makes it pop, you know? So with 5 minute makeup, I don't do a full-blown lip combo. I just feel like it won't look right. So I love to use these Tarte Maracuja, what are they called? Juicy lip balms. These are amazing. They smell amazing. And they just give the perfect amount of pigment, I feel like. And it just goes with the natural ambiance that we're going for with the makeup. So this is in the shade Rose. And I swear this just makes your lips look so juicy. On camera, I hate the way it looks, but in real life, it looks so much better than this. But you see what I mean though? Like just that little bit of pigment, that gloss, that shine, lips looking juicy. Like this is just perfect for 5 minute makeup. It's just real quick and it does what it needs to do. And this last step is optional, but I just don't feel right not putting on a highlighter. So I'm going in with this Sephora luminizer. I have to be careful because it just falls right out of its container, packaging, whatever. So I'm just taking a little bit and just gently luminizing, since it's a luminizer, just gently luminizing my face and just putting that in all the usual areas that I normally would put highlighter. And then you just set everything. I'm gonna set with my Tirtir spray. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. 5 minute makeup, perfect for those days where you just want to throw a little bit of makeup on, but you don't want to do a full-blown face. Perfect for going to work. My girlie's in high school if you want to put on a little bit of makeup. I just feel like this is the perfect go-to 5 minute makeup look, just to look a little bit enhanced and say like, hey, I tried today, but you didn't have to do too much. So let me know what you guys think. I also feel like if you're someone who doesn't like to have like a whole lot of dimension in the face, so you got like the foundation, then you got the lighter concealer, then the dark bronzer and all that, I feel like this is good for you too, because it literally matches my skin tone minus the bronzer. But if you're someone who just wants to be one color, I'll recommend this makeup look as well. It's really quick, really easy, very beginner friendly in my opinion, and it just looks good. Like this is what makeup is all about. I feel like it's just enhancing what you already have. But that is all for today's video, you guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you are not already. Make sure you click the bell so you receive notifications every time that I post, and make sure that you are following me on Instagram. The username is in the description box down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.